Hello, I'm Double Moses, and this is just a quick snapshot video for a 14.3 pre-release 2 Iron Farm design. So if you're unaware, in 14.3 pre-release 1, the Gossip system for spawning iron golems was replaced with the Panic system. I won't go into too much detail, but basically what you would do is put 3 villagers together, scare them using either a zombie or a pillager, and with the right setup you'd get a golem spawning up here about every 35 seconds. However, in pre-release 2, they added in the requirement that the villagers must have slept and worked within the last 30 minutes. Now when they're in their panic state, they're unable to sleep or work, so we've added in this redstone system here to deal with that for us. If you've seen any of the Iron Farm videos by DocM or Methods, this platform is basically the same as what they've been using. It's 5x7 because it's large enough to give us a reliable chance of spawning a golem when we need it, but it's also small enough that the golems can be removed quite quickly. That's important because these guys will periodically check around them to see if there's any iron golems around, and if there is, that'll mess with their timers and decrease the rates of iron golem spawning. So what happens when a golem does spawn is it gets pushed into one of these tripwires down here, which will activate this comparative fade out timer here, which will push this zombie behind this block here. What that does is removes their line of sight to the villagers, and that'll give them a short 3-second window to either sleep or work depending on the time of day it is. Now these beds are positioned just so that when the zombie comes back down, they'll be able to see him. That will cause them to panic again, so they'll wake up and go down back to this block right here. This mess over here is how I tried to initially do it, using a daylight sensor to trigger the zombie once during work hours and once during sleeping hours. But it seems the villagers have an issue with working. I couldn't get them to work reliably, so the farm just ended up breaking, usually within a few in-game days. And there's probably ways to fix this, but I gave up for the time being and went to the tripwire system, and that works so well that I abandoned this completely. The advantage of doing this with the tripwires is that we're giving the villagers an opportunity to either sleep or work roughly every 35 seconds. Because we're doing it so many times a day, we can pretty much ensure that they will sleep and work at least once every single day, which will keep the farm running. The other advantage is that because we're doing that so soon after the golems spawn, we can be sure that we're not interrupting any spawning attempts while we're working or sleeping. I was actually quite surprised that this short 3-second clock worked. I was pretty certain I'd need to increase the timer to that, but I've been running this for over 120 hours, as you can see from the tab screen, using Carpet Mod to speed up the game, and it hasn't broken once, so it seems to be quite reliable. So if we type counter purple into chat, we can see that we've been getting 410 iron ingots per hour, which is amazing because the theoretical maximum output of a single cell like this, I believe, is around 411, so we're almost at max. For a bit of context, the old 1.13 door-based single cells would get you about 40 iron per hour. That's all for now. I didn't want to spend too much time on mechanics that could very well change the next few days. Of course, this isn't something you want to build yet, but if you did want to check out what's going with Iron Farms currently, there is a world download in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. See you later.